Hi everybody, Avana Intuitive here for our predictions reading for the week for October 30th, 2024. And of course, a 3-card pick. Of course, I want to remind everyone that this is for entertainment purposes only. And so please like, share, and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. And press that little bell and say all notifications, so like that when I'm on, you know that you get a notification, no worries. And when I'm on someone else's channel or I'm doing something else, you'll be notified. So that would be really appreciated and really great. And I appreciate you guys all being here. And I'm just laughing because I can see my reflection as I'm taping this, and my hair, I'm using a new shampoo, and I can't say that I'm really too interested in how my hair looks today with this new shampoo and conditioner. But that being said, as usual, for our weekly predictions, I am using the Radiant Rider Waite Smith tarot deck. For clarifying, I'm using the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. And then for our 3-card pick, I'm using the Power of Surrender cards by Judith Orloff, MD. So the first question that I have, and I do the energy testing, and we all know, I think we all know what that is, but that's like asking, a question like, for instance, let's see, let me get a question here. Like, should I use this new shampoo? Should I use the new shampoo I'm using? Oh, that's a no. For me, if I ask a question for myself and it stays, it's a yes. If it's flipped, if you pull it apart, it's a no for me. So anyway, does this energy testing really work? Now, I don't know. I'm kind of wondering myself, but I'm going to pull does energy testing work when you do that? And it's kind of interesting because there's 2 levels to it. It's asking personal questions of yourself, like, will this shampoo work for me? But then it's also asking bigger questions like, will so-and-so win the election? Okay, of course, everybody wants to know that. So my question is more so than, is it personal? Like, is it what I want to happen? So therefore, I have a different answer than what really is going to happen. So does energy testing work? I'm going to pull a couple cards, see what I get. Okay, I love the cards I just pulled, and of course we'll go over those. And let me, though, pull a clarifying card with that too. Does energy testing work? Yeah, this is kind of interesting. The first card, in fact, I got a couple I got all swords. Oh my gosh, I got all swords cards. Swords represent our minds, their air, our minds, intellectual, right? So the first card I got is this 5 of Swords, and I think this is very interesting because this is really like winning at all costs. Somebody coming in and really just being a bully and just like, it's like a scorched earth policy. This to me is a no card, okay? Also, it again being swords, intellectual thinking, strategizing. The next card that I got is this Queen of Swords, moving forward with an intellectual answer here, but moving forward in a positive direction for yourself. The third card I got is the 4 of Swords, which is taking a step back and meditating and just stepping back, right? Stepping back from whatever the issue is, whoever the people are, whatever the situation is, stepping back and just taking that break. And then the 6 of Swords, this card kind of looks a bit ominous. This is kind of like leaving. I'm going to say leaving for smoother waters here. And, but still after kind of having a hard time of things. So here's my take on this energy testing. I think that it works for people personally. If it's, some of how I feel about things. I don't really know if it picks up on all the nuances, like for instance, on like global questions. Again, who's going to win the election, or who's going to do this, or what's going to happen on a global scale. I think it more represents what a person wants it to represent versus what it really, I think there's just too much energy and too many levels going on for something really as simple as this. I know what I want, okay, when I do this, but I don't know if it's really answering things on a global scale or on a bigger scale. Now, that being said, I still use it because, should I take this medication? Yes, no. Should I take this vitamin pill? Yes, no. So I will ask it questions and see how I personally feel about an issue, but I don't know if it is as reliable as I wish it were reliable. I really do. I wish we would have gotten better cards, more positive cards. But that's good. It's good to take everything, even if even if it's for yourself, take it with a grain of salt. Again, and this is for entertainment purposes only. I would not take it really, talk to your doctor, whatever. If you have any health issues or you're taking any prescriptions or any questions like that for it, definitely talk to your doctor. But, again, I'm no doctor, for entertainment purposes only. But it kind of is interesting for me to get that little bit of input on it, as far as, it just might not be as accurate as I hope it would be. So that's the first question. The second question I have is long-term care coverage for Medicare. Is Medicare recipients going to be happening in the next year or two? Is that coming up? Is the long-term coverage for Medicare recipients coming online in the next year or two? That's a good question. Long-term care for Medicare. Actually, it really looks good. I wouldn't plan on it because it's going to be a couple years out if it happens at all. But the cards are really quite positive, which is really kind of nice. The first card I got is this Knight of Cups, and this Knight of Cups really represents good news coming in, right? A messenger, good news. The cup is full. Good message coming in. Then I get this Ten of Pentacles, which is really nice because it represents 3 generations. There's children, a grandfather, parents, even dogs and animals. This is also, Pentacles represent health and wealth. So you know what? I think it's very positive. And then I got the Seven of Cups, and this kind of represents like being spoiled for choice, almost like, things will come online, other choices or other ways to get some of that help, whether they maybe say, well, do you want the long-term care, and kind of doing like a cafeteria plan is what I'm hearing, like you pick. But again, for entertainment purposes only. But and then I love this too. I got this Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles representing balance. This is the bottom of the deck card. When I looked out, we have the Six of Pentacles. So having that balance coming in, while it may not be a full long-term care coverage, it looks like there's going to be something that does come into place, maybe in the next couple of years, in the next year or two, that really does help with those long-term care issues. So that's question 2. Then my third question is, will there be a time when animal experimentation ends? I don't know if you guys are an animal lover like I am. I rescue dogs and cats, and I don't have any dogs at the moment, but I usually, when I do rescue, I try to rescue large senior dogs. They just have a special place in my heart, although I have rescued all kinds of animals, all kinds of ages and all kinds of sizes. Right now I still have 3 rescued cats. They're about 16 years old, but they're rescues from many years ago. And they're still walking around, but we're kind of taking a little bit of a break, my husband and I, with all these rescues, because at one point, I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but we had 9 cats rescues and 2 big senior dogs. So we had like 11 rescues, which they're family. When I say they're rescues, it means they're just family to us. But it was like, we need to take a little bit of a break on that. But the question is, will there be a time when animal experimentation ends? And this is kind of interesting, but a nice outcome. I'll show you what I got here. Let me pull a clarifying card on that too. Yeah, I like it. Got the Two of Swords. A lot of people thinking about it, right? Maybe getting into like a crossroads here, as far as going one direction to the other direction now. Where with AI, I think that's going to be huge, to help us to be able to see what happens. That becomes the mode, the mode of choice, as far as finding out information on whatever they use the animals for, the experiments for. So, but we're kind of at the crossroads right now, which is actually nice, because I don't think before we were at a crossroads. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles coming in. This is a nice, solid conservative, making a decision and going forward, very loving. You see the little bunny here on this card, very loving towards animals. I think the public and the scientific community, maybe as a whole, they all really decide that, it's time to move to a different direction. The outcome card, wonderful, being this Nine of Cups card. This is beautiful. This is a yes card every day of the week. Being satisfied with the answer, feeling good about it, moving forward. And moving forward, and I'm hearing in two ways. One, because animals will not be experimented on. And I'm seeing a 2-5. I'm seeing like 2 to 5 years. There's going to be a big switch with this. So there's two parts to this. Is people, like in research and that, happy they don't have to use the animals for experimentation. Us, obviously, people on the people side being happy we don't have to use it, but also getting better, much better results, like using AI and that, using other methods. It kind of comes out like as being like old-fashioned or not in favor to use them to use animals for experimentation, just because they're going to get better, more accurate results using other methods, which I'm looking at is like computer AI type methods. And then the clarifying card that I got is this beautiful Ace of Swords. This is moving forward in a new intellectual direction. This is, we're making progress. It's slow, but we're making progress. There's a new beginning, making progress, moving forward, not using animals. So I think that, again, I see 2-5 or 2-5. I'm seeing 2 to 5 years. I think we're going to see a big change out there. So, and it's really going to, as we move forward to a different format, which is, again, the AI and that, the new technologies that we have, it's actually going to be even more accurate that people just, choose to go that route. So, okay, there we go. Now, for our 3-card pick, I'm going to do the Power of Surrender cards, again, by Judith Orloff. So think about, which cards you're going to pick. We'll see what, I just feel like things are a little bit, people just need to kind of like have this surrender, maybe let some beliefs go, let a belief go. Maybe it's not so, it's easier said than done, let's put it that way, but just moving forward. But what do we need to surrender, this week? What might help us to surrender something here to move forward? So let's see. Oh, you know what? I'm going to actually take the bottom of the deck card for the 3rd card. Okay, so here we go. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Don't think too hard. Pick a card, 1, 2, or 3. Think about, which card you're drawn to for something that you can surrender to maybe help enlighten you or move you forward a little bit. Okay, so if you picked card 1, you got surrender your desire to control people. This says being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. That is really always, good advice, to just back off sometimes. And it's not always good advice. You'll know when, I try to just, sometimes it's good to move, to make your move, and then sometimes it's good to back off. But that's always remembering that stepping back is always an option. And in fact, I think that Winston Churchill said this quote, and it basically is, doing nothing is almost always a good thing to do, and it's always a clever thing to say. And sometimes just stepping back, doing nothing, letting the situation, a little bit of, I actually had a doctor once say, we're just going to use a little healthy neglect on that, right? We're going to watch it. We're going to be aware of what's going on, but we're going to give it a little healthy neglect, and, we'll see where things go. So this might be something that resonates with you. If not, it's okay. It's all, again, for entertainment purposes only, but just surrendering your desire to control people if you picked card 1. If you picked card 2, surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Yes, any type of addictions we have, it might be time to take a look, and it might not. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe, there's a reason why you're doing something. You have a belief system in place that is something that, you need to stay addicted to at the moment. But you know what? Beginning to heal it and replace it with healthier alternatives, it might be time to surrender your addiction to something. And if you got card 3, it says surrender fear. This was the bottom of the deck card. I had another card that came up, but this one is what called out to me, surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. I love that. I almost got, as I was reading this, that somebody, this might be resonating with someone who really is moving forward, but they're afraid. They're ready, but they're afraid to move forward. You know what? If you have something to share with the world, you should try your best to maybe get on social media or do something in your local community, whatever it is, if you can, because if you have a special gift to share, and we all do, somebody out there needs to hear your message. They need to see you share it. They need to be a part. They need to be on the receiving end of you training it. If you have something to share, and we all do, we all have special gifts, it might be time, because somebody out there needs the message that only you can give them. And the way you give it, your energy, however you're doing it, there's, you know what, there's people that I will never, ever, ever touch or meet or reach, but you might reach them, right? So there you go, my friends. As you know, Mondays, I do my 3-card pick of cards. Tuesdays are my Super Duper Girl channelings. Wednesdays, here we are, weekly predictions on a 3-card pick. Thursdays are my energy readings on a 3-card pick. And Fridays are my weekend readings on a 3-card pick. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. No, this is always for entertainment purposes only, but I really do love seeing and talking and getting the feedback from you, from all of you. It really, you know, it really sparks me to keep moving forward. So there you go, my friends. I will see you tomorrow for our energy reading. Namaste.